Tools, you will only need a Phillips head screwdriver, a pencil, some painter's tape, and some safety glasses. All right, so the first thing I'm going to show you how to install today is the robe hook. So the first step in installation is determining where we want the hook placed. In my instance, I know I'm going to be hanging a robe off of it when I get out of the shower, so I'm going to place it close enough to my shower that I can grab it, and then also high enough that the robe won't be hitting the floor when I hang it off the hook. If you don't have a stud finder, that's totally fine. You can also estimate where those studs may fall. Now, a general rule of thumb in building is that a stud will be about every 16 inches coming across your wall. So I'm going to be installing my hook in this cavity here. For a robe, a general rule of thumb that I like to use is about 70 inches off the floor to the bottom. Me, myself, I'm 6 foot tall, which is 72 inches. So I'm going to be hanging this just a little bit above my eye level here. And then once I've got that looking pretty good, I'm going to put a little mark at the bottom. I want to make sure the cup is facing out when I do this to make sure my bracket's going to sit flat on the wall. So the first thing I want to do is hold this up directly over my little reference mark I made here, and then make a little mark right in the center of the upper slot. Preload my screwdriver and then bring everything up to the wall, and I want to place the very tip of that anchor onto that mark I made. Once I get that in place, I give it just a little bit of pressure all the way into the drywall. I'm going to keep going until it's sitting flush. Just kind of hand tighten the screw in there a turn or two to hold the bracket in place. All right, I'm going to give it one last turn here, make sure it looks straight up and down, and then tighten it into place.